Amelia Earhart didn't just disappear over the Pacific Ocean. New evidence reveals she survived the crash and sent desperate radio calls for help that nobody answered. Before we continue, would you mind liking this video and subscribing to our channel? Now let's discover what really happened to the world's most famous female pilot. On July 2, 1937, Amelia Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan took off from New Guinea on the most dangerous leg of their around-the-world flight. They were heading for tiny Howland Island in the vast Pacific Ocean, but after 20 hours of flying, they couldn't find the island. Earhart's last radio transmission was haunting. "We are on the line of position, running on north and south. Gas is running low." For 80 years, everyone believed they crashed into the ocean and died instantly. But here's the shocking truth that investigators recently uncovered. Earhart and Noonan actually survived the crash landing. In the 1990s, researchers discovered that over 100 radio operators across America and Canada received distress calls from Earhart's radio for days after she disappeared. These weren't hallucinations, they were verified transmissions. The most chilling message came from a 15-year-old girl in Florida who heard Earhart say, "Water's knee-deep, can't hold out much longer." Another operator heard, "Plane on beach, send help quickly." But here's the heartbreaking part. Nobody took these radio calls seriously. The Coast Guard and Navy dismissed them as hoaxes or radio interference. They stopped searching after just 16 days. Recent satellite analysis of uninhabited Gardner Island revealed airplane wreckage and artifacts that match Earhart's Lockheed Electra. The island is only 400 miles from where she was supposed to land. Even more shocking, in 1940, British officials found human bones on Gardner Island, along with a woman's shoe, airplane parts, and a cosmetics jar that matched Earhart's brand. But World War II broke out, and the evidence was lost. The most tragic detail? Radio transmissions suggest Earhart survived for at least a week on the deserted island, sending increasingly desperate pleas for rescue. The signal stopped abruptly on July 8. Modern forensic analysis of the bone measurements proves they belong to a tall woman matching Earhart's exact height and build. She didn't die in a crash, she died slowly on a tropical island, waiting for help that never came. The cruelest irony, if just one radio operator had convinced authorities to investigate those distress calls, Earhart and Noonan might have been rescued. Instead, the world's most famous female aviator died alone on a beach, just 400 miles from safety. Every time you see Earhart's famous quote, "Adventure is worthwhile in itself," remember, her final adventure ended in tragedy because nobody believed she was still alive and calling for help. That's your aviation mystery knowledge bomb. If this revealed the heartbreaking truth behind history's most famous disappearance, smash that like button. Subscribe to 3 Min Knowledge for more incredible stories about mysteries that were finally solved.